Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. This is the Fat White Knight coming back to you from another episode here in our Let's Play Survival Hardcore Totemless World. Yeah. In the last episode, we went ahead and we made ourselves our very first farm, an Enderman farm, and we were able to do a lot of digging as a result. We made some trees, we worked on a couple of the buildings, and we made some brand new picks. That's really all we did. It took a long time, and we ended up digging for close to 5 or 6 hours, which is why it doesn't seem like we did a whole lot, but, you know, we did. And it ended up being pretty cool, if you ask me. Today, we got much of the same plan. Well, we're not going to build another Enderman farm, but we are going to do a lot of the digging. We're going to do some shopping. We're going to do some crafting. And we're going to make ourselves some trees and continue on with Seraphs Outpost, which is our current base that we are working on here. A customized biome/forest that we are doing. And it is pretty cool because it is a town located centrally in this biome. So, sit on back and let's get right into today's episode, shall we? And just like that, we're back in our world. Well, we never left the world, but we're back and we are continuing the dig. It has been 1 week since Christmas has occurred, and I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, and that you guys will also have an amazing new year. This will release right before the end of the new year here, I believe on the Sunday. I don't know what the date of that is, but it will release then, and just in time for you guys to have something before we start a brand new year. I don't know if it's just me, but I am having a real hard time believing that, one, it is 2025, and two, that I'm getting old. It's so bizarre, so weird. When I started playing this game, I was 15. And that's kind of crazy because literally half of my life has been spent in this game or around this game, and that's just kind of crazy to me. It really, truly is. It's not something I expected, but this game has given me all that I've wanted from a video game. I look for a video game like this. If it does not yield 1 hour per dollar spent on the game is not worthwhile. Well, I spent $15-ish, I think, was when it was in alpha version. And we now have well over a full IRL year into Minecraft, and that is crazy. Across all the worlds, across my multiplayer, across everything that I've done, a full year of time of Minecraft. And that is insane, because this game gives me so much relaxation, so much just ability to be creative when no other medium is working, and it's just very, very nice. And I can't truly believe that I have played a game for this long. I can't believe that it has just been this long and that I've gotten so old in the first place. It's crazy to me. For those of you who don't know what we are doing here, we are trying to dig out a sextuple slime chunk here. That is 6 slime chunks connected together in the middle. So there is 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side, 1 on the north side, and 1 on the south side of the middle square. And that is important because that's where we want to do our processing. But for those of you who have not watched the last episode, first of all, what are you doing? Go watch the last episode. Come on. And second of all, we made a big mistake in digging this out. We realized that, well, not only did we not have 6 slime chunks here in this monstrosity that we are creating, we don't even have a single slime chunk in this entire thing that we are digging out here. All 7 chunks, not a single slime chunk. And we didn't even bother to measure using the F3G tool, where we can see chunk boundaries. We didn't even do that, and as a result, we are not even in exactly 7 chunks. We are instead in like 32 chunks. And I don't know how this happened. I thought I read the coordinates correctly, but nevertheless, we did not, and now we have a gigantic hole in the ground that we're going to have to find something to do with. And personally, I'm thinking some kind of sheep sanctuary, or we just go ahead and make it all of our emerald needs, which seems like a more and wiser use of our time and effort, because we need emeralds to trade for blocks, and we need the blocks to build the things. So I might very well make a gigantic industrial pumpkin farm or iron farm down here, and that should be good enough to get us all the emeralds that we need. Alright, we're gonna jump back into another time lapse here, and when I return, progress will be made, time will be eclipsed. Let's go! In case you couldn't tell in that nice little musical number we had there, that is the moment we discovered that we truly messed up. We did. You could see us using F3G, and we turned on the chunk borders so that we could get a better bearing on what we actually had. And it turns out that we did not have any chunks in its entirety dug out. It's, the miracle of modern science, I guess. I truly don't know how it happened. All I know that it did, and I was live streaming while it happened, and it was a very awkward moment. I was told by my chatters, hey, you should use F3G. Did you use that when you dug out the chunks? And obviously, no, I did not. But doesn't seem to matter because it turns out that we actually went about 200 blocks away from the actual destination where we needed to be. So, that kind of thing just happens sometimes, and that's how it goes. We decided now that it was time to go back to the Nether to retrieve some more Wither Skulls, because we need several beacons. Probably about 4 or 5 in the long run here. Maybe 6 or 7, depending on how wide we want to go with our actual, our river. I was trying to put an elegant spin on it, but I couldn't. It's a river, and I think I really want to go large. Actually, not currently in this video yet, but I'm thinking it's about 15 blocks long or wide in this current scenario of where we are. 15 blocks is not too wide. And I really want to make a big boy bridge. I never really have in any of my worlds, and I think it's time. So I'm kind of thinking that we need to do round about 70, maybe even 100 blocks in sheer width, just so that we can make a really large and in charge bridge. And that will kind of usher people away from this, away from Seraphs Outpost, and we will be able to have our own things going on in the background. I like that. So, yeah, we'll definitely step up our game here, and it's going to take quite a bit of digging. But on the plus side, it does get us a lot of materials via granite, andesite, diorite, cobblestone, and dirt, and gravel also. All of which we will need to continue building on Seraph's Outpost, because we do not have the resources. We lack them in its entirety, and it's rough. It is freaking rough. So we need to dig out that for a couple purposes. One, I just really want to make a big river. I never have made a river of that size, that magnitude, that caliber before. And I really want to just see if it is something feasible, if it's something that we can do, or if it's something that we need to worry about because, it's going to take a long time. And I think that's okay. This series has taught me a lot of things, but most and forthright, I guess, is that it's fine. It's okay that things take a lot of time. It does not matter. It really doesn't. And right there, you just saw us getting our very first skull while we're hunting here. We need a total of 4 in this instance, just so that we can summon 2 more withers and have a total of 4 beacons. And, turns out really good. Alright, that's enough of me yapping for right now. We're going to continue on. We'll do a quick time lapse here of us getting all of our skulls, and then we'll be back on the grind. Let's go. Look at that. We whacked all the skeletons. We got a nice looting and smite sword here. Pretty much one-shots them, especially because we equip ourselves with strength. Makes things super easy, and with fire resistance potions, the only thing we have to worry about is not smacking the freaking pigmen, as we tend to do from time to time. Luckily, this time we didn't do it, and that's great news. You can see we're already at 2 skulls, which is fan-freaking-tastic. 3 skulls, easy. Super easy. We spent, I don't know, around about 40-ish minutes here gathering skulls. It didn't take that long. We just ran back and forth because we don't have anything else for it. We don't have any kind of special thing. We just have this. So all we needed was 4, and now the wither fight. As the wither is such an easy fight. You just snipe it, but in this case, it kind of went up into the ceiling, so I had to shoot a little bit and, worry about him coming down. Normally this doesn't happen, but also normally there isn't a big pile and pool of gravel right above our head that interferes with everything, to be honest, and I don't like it. Doesn't make a whole lick of sense. Don't appreciate it. Don't want it. This fight took a little bit longer than it should as a result. Got the star, and here is the next one. Back to back with the action, no problem. And this is how you're supposed to fight it. You just back up in your 2-wide thing till you shoot it, then you just whack it with the sword as you back up. That's how you do it. Bing, bang, boom. We got ourselves 2 more nether stars, and that allows us to make 2 more freaking beacons for a total of 4. Easy with a kill, and now it is time to start the destruction slash recreation process, where we decide to make our humble river just a little bit bigger. And looking at it in the footage here, I don't think double the size is enough. I think we need to double the double and double the double. So we literally need to go really, really, really far. I want a bridge to be about 100 blocks long. No joke. I want there to be a lot of mysticism. So it's gonna have to be weird. We're gonna have to make like an intense fog. So like you cannot see into the village, can't see out of the village. And I think that will be a interesting prospect to make work. As I've never done it vertically. I've only done fog effects up and down opposed to like side to side. So I don't know if it's actually a thing that we can do or make it work, but I would really like to try because it seems really, really cool. Anyway, I'm just kind of looking at it and it's not big enough. We want a real river here. This needs to be an island. And at this particular moment, it's just not. It never has been, it never will be, and it makes me real sad. So we're gonna need to up our ante just a smidgen here and make it so that we can actually have the river that we want, that we deserve, and it will be very nice. I think that is just what we need to do. I'm in the process of flattening it all out anyway because we want to make an actual riverbank here. And I think the river itself maybe should have some mangrove trees in it. I think that could be pretty cool. If we made like these gigantic water trees in here, that could help separate it, and then we could add the looming fog effect around those trees. I think that would make a really good addition to what we've got going on here. I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear and see if that is something that we want to do or if it's not. Either way, I really want to have a 100-block bridge just because I can and no real other reason than that. Anyway, that is going to do it for me for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. You guys blew the last episode up out of proportion, and I appreciate that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful new year, because the next episode won't come until after it. And I hope to see you again as we make progress into the new year. Ciao!